Smart people, dare to be different.
When we say someone has made something out of their lives, we often think it has to do with age. No, this time you got it very wrong. She is so young, she's so pretty, but you know what? She's exploiting whatever she can lay her hands on. I'm so excited to be interviewing her today because she is a diva. Well, I'm Selassie Ibrahim. You enjoy this episode, so just flow with me.
Smart people, dare to be different. Smart people, always be different. Smart people, smart people, smart people, always make a change. Smart people, dare to be different. Smart people, say yes they can. Smart people, know that they can. Smart people, smart people, smart people, always make a change. Smart people, dare to be different.
Hello, Sharon.
Hello.
Welcome
Thank
to
you.
Smart People. Sharon, tell me about yourself. And before then, tell me, is your father Colonel Sharp?
Yes.
So are you an athletic person?
Not at all.
This is strange. Tell me
at
about
all.
him.
He's a retired army officer. He's
So where is he chilling off?
at home.
Okay, he has to be on Smart People.
I'll tell him.
Okay,
I'll tell him, but he's doing very well.
okay. Sharon, where were you born?
Here in Accra.
Are you serious?
Yes, at 37 Hospital.
Are you a Ghanaian or...
Yes, born and raised.
Really? Both parents?
Both parents.
How come you are so Bruni?
Because my mother's half Ghanaian, my father's half Ghanaian.
They are both half-half.
They're both half, so it makes me one.
Full one.
It makes me a
I
full
like that
Ghanaian.
one. So tell me about your growing up.
I was born in Accra, like I said. I went to Kutuka Primary School in Demakam because my father's an army officer there. After that, I went to Ola Secondary School.
Which Ola Volta region? Go.
One and only.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I did 1 to 5 in Ola,
Okay.
in the boarding house. And then I did my 6th form in Apam Secondary School.
Okay.
After that, I did national service at a Makalanta. I taught English at Makalanta school. And then after that, I went out to the university
Where?
in the US.
Which
Washington,
university?
DC, Howard University.
How was life like? Were you a pampered child? Do you have to struggle to go through school?
I'm privileged to say I didn't have to struggle. I wasn't pampered, but I had a good life. I'm glad to say I didn't have to go through hardship, but I wasn't treated special. I still had to do dishes, I had to do chores and everything. Growing up, my parents are happily married, so that has been what I've known,
Yeah.
and that's how it's been.
I'm glad you said you didn't have to go through the hassles of life,
No.
but at least you are making a meaning out of your life. Because most these dada bees and whatever, they end up on the streets and it's sad. We are on Smart People. We are still talking to Sharon. Hey, the sharp girl. What do you do for a living?
I'm a printer.
You are?
Yes, I
How
am.
big is your print?
Huge.
Very. What's the
Yes.
name?
Inkit.
Oh, really?
Inkit Digital Printing. We're located in Accra, Newtown.
Yes, I've heard the name.
Yes, we do almost everything printing. Yes.
How did you get into it?
My husband started printing on a very small scale in the US. And then after a couple of
Your
years-
husband?
Yes.
You're married
I am married
to a Ghanaian?
to another mixed race.
Oh my God, you love mixed stuff.
It just happens. My husband is mixed, and so my children, I don't even know what to say.
But that wasn't what you read in the university.
Not at all. I did computer science.
So how come you ended up in the print business?
It just happened because after school I did computer science. I was working in that field, and my husband was doing the printing, so I used to help him out. And then one day he just said, "Let's go home." I was like, "Are you sure?" He said, "Okay." And I've always wanted to come home.
Yeah.
It was my intention to go to the university and then come back. But after university, I stayed on for 4 years.
Okay.
And then when he said we should come back, it was easy to come with something we knew how to do. So we came with a very small printer, and then after the years, by the Lord's grace, we've expanded.
By the Lord's grace, are you prayerful?
I am.
Where do you fellowship?
Methodist Church.
And your husband?
He doesn't go to church. I pray for him.
I love that. Hey, he's covered by the wife's prayers. Okay, so that was how you got into the printing
That's
business.
how I did. Yes.
So you are in charge, or your husband is still?
Both of us, 50-50.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So that's what you do 100%.
100%, yes.
And is it paying?
Very.
Does it pay off?
Very.
Hey, this woman is giving me business ideas. We are getting ideas, man.
But it is very
printing
stressful.
House.
It is very stressful. Very, very stressful.
It is?
Very.
Wow.
Because in Ghana, everybody likes something last minute.
Yes.
Nobody gives you a job in advance. Everybody gives you a job. They're standing and waiting on it right now.
Yeah.
So
Is that what makes it stressful?
it is, yes. And then dealing with employees is also very stressful. People don't tend to do what you ask them to do.
So it's the norm in Ghana.
So that makes it very stressful. Credit-wise, very stressful. You give customers something on credit, they won't pay you, forget it.
Wow. You just mentioned about dealing with your employees and whatever. We all go through it. But what would you say if a friend picks a phone and calls you, Sharon, I want to come and set up a business in Ghana? What would you say?
If they want to do printing, I would say number one, it's lucrative. So it's not a bad idea, but you need to do your homework
Properly.
You have to be on your game like this because there's a lot of competition in our business. The Chinese are in right now trying to kill the business, but we are still surviving because of number one, my customer service skills. I make sure I know what I'm doing. When you come to my office, you see me doing from the little prints to the big prints. I can print the t-shirts. I know everything that we do. What happens is that a lot of people, when they get big, they like to stay home and expect the work to be done. But I don't do that. I'm at work by 8:30. Sometimes I'm there till 9. You have to be
9
there.
p.m.
Yes.
Hey, so how do you take care of the kids and your husband? He understands.
I work with my husband, so I'm with him all the time. I have 3 children, and I'm very lucky. I have my mother and my mother-in-law.
Oh,
So
okay.
both take turns to take care of the children. So when I'm at work,
have
I
peace
have a
of-
peace of mind.
Okay.
I'm not in a rush to go home at all. And
Hey, aren't you blessed?
I am really, really blessed.
Mothers, we love you. We can't do nothing without you guys. Oh, mwah.
Smart people, dare to be different.
Well, welcome back. This is a delicious welcome. You can see we're going to have fun, but we will be chatting as well. So don't just concentrate on the food. Listen to her. She has more to tell us. Sharon, you are coming to tell me about your family life, your husband, your children, and then where you are coming from. Because I'm sick and tired of this, your mixed child, right down from your parents, your husband, your children.
Okay.
I don't know why you chose to be mixed. So tell me.
I've been married for 10 years to my husband.
Okay.
His name is Franklin Peters.
You said he's also mixed.
He's also mixed. He's half Kwewu and half Scottish.
Hey! There's something we have to find out here.
I don't know. I think it was a match made in heaven. He's a wonderful person.
Wow.
Yes. And we have 3 children. Quincy is 8, Jaden is 6, and then a little one, Heidi. Heidi is 1.5 years.
Okay. So which part of Ghana, or which parts of Ghana do you come from?
My father is half Ewe from Manyako,
Okay.
and then he's half Scottish. And then my mother is half also from Manyako, and then her other half is Dutch.
Sharon F1.
Mofo will have one.
Mau. So you speak the language?
I speak Ewe, I read, and I speak Twi, and I speak Ghana as well.
Oh no, Gawa.
Why don't you?
In fact, tell me. Fike anyako, where you try anyako?
Machu Anyako.
Hey, this girl, you be bad girl. Okay, but both parents are still alive.
My parents are both alive, yes.
Okay. You said your mother and your mother-in-law are the ones who...
Yes, my mother-in-law stays with me permanently.
Oh,
Yes.
she's blessed.
Yes, so she takes care of the children. And then on the weekends, I take them to my mother.
So your husband is also like you?
I think I'm a little lighter than him. He probably will be your complexion.
Oh, okay. So tell me, when you were going to school during your early stages, were you going through this hassle of Obroni, she's not a Ghanaian? Because your color at that time would have been even lighter than this.
Yes. It's always been there. A lot of times I forget I look like this. So whenever I speak Twi and people are amazed, I'm like, why are they amazed? Before I check myself, like, oh, I don't look black, I look white. But in school, my friends didn't treat me differently because once they get to know me, I speak Twi, I speak Ghana, I'm just like them. I am Ghanaian.
Yeah.
But whenever I go somewhere and people meet me for the first time, it's amazing the things I hear.
You are lying.
And my first rule is I don't speak any local language when I go to the salon because that's the best place you can hear the gossip. And then people say, oh, Bruni, why you say? I listen to that. Depending on my mood, when I'm leaving, I would say something in Twi or Ga. If I don't feel like it, I won't say anything. So it amazes people. And it's very funny. People say nasty things, but I don't take offense because I know a lot of times we human beings say things
that we don't really
mean it. Like, oh, Shani 9, Shani T. You don't really mean any harm. So I don't take offense at such things.
Tell me, how do you deal with your clients? Because you were telling me it was your client service that has kept you in the business and on top of your game. Tell me.
My customer service, I would say, is on point. Once you walk into my office, I'm the first person you would see.
Why are you the receptionist?
I am the receptionist. I'm the cashier. I am the cleaner. I do everything.
Why?
Because if I don't do it, it's not done.
But you have workers.
I have workers. I have graphic designers. I have those who do the t-shirts. I have different departments. But I am the first person you walk into Inkit that you see. So I receive you. And then I'm the last person you see when you're walking out. So I make sure you're walking out with a smile. Okay. If you're not happy, I make sure you are happy.
Why didn't you employ a secretary that you can train?
I tried it.
Right, it didn't work.
It won't work out. They won't pick up the phone. Even they don't have energy to say hello. They pick up the phone, hello, like they're sleeping.
Yeah.
I need energy. And I've tried a couple of times. It doesn't work out. And I enjoy what I do. I enjoy sitting there and saying, good morning, are you okay? And it makes things easier for me.
Would you say because you were trained outside?
I wouldn't say so. I wouldn't say so. I would think as the upbringing that I was brought up, my mother had a shop in Carnation, so at a very early age, I used to help her run it. Okay. So right after Form 5, I think I took management position in my mother's business. So I think that's what's giving me that experience to deal with customers, to make sure things are done right. Yeah. I don't think it's the school just because I went to school outside. There are people who are here that haven't gone to school outside that are doing very, very well. Our schools here are good as well.
I'm saying that because in connection with the customer service thing, you know, we have a problem.
We do.
You know, you go to a shop and they think they are doing you a favor by helping you. And if you can't take it, you know, that's typical attitude of ours.
I think it's people who don't want to go above where they are, they're content with what they have. Exactly. I want to go bigger.
No, but the bottom line is that you have employed, let's say you've employed somebody and you are not there at a time a customer walks in and they show a customer an attitude. I mean, what will you do?
What I do is I usually don't leave the office.
Then it means you can't do any other thing.
I don't. So anytime I have to leave the office, there's a logbook. Every customer that comes in, they have a phone number. So when I go, the first thing I have to do is call every person that came in and make sure that they were satisfied.
Ooh, we are getting some ideas. We have to call every customer and make sure they are satisfied, like she put it rightly. Yes. Okay. So that's what you do.
That's what I do.
I'm learning. Because maybe I have to take the front desk now. I'll sack all of them. Abna has lost her job.
It's quite challenging.
Yeah.
I mean, because my husband and myself run the business, there's one thing we can never enjoy is to take a vacation as a family. Because if he's not there, I'm there. I can't imagine my husband and myself leaving work for a week.
You go with the business.
It will come. I'll come back and there's nothing there. And I think it's our mentality here. People don't see that when they work for a company and the company is successful, they get some. They think it's not DSO.
Exactly.
They only paid this amount of money, and they would not go out of their way to do more.
Have you ever experienced where a client is not satisfied with what you've done, and I mean the person comes all out at you?
It happens
all the time.
It happens.
And how do you handle such clients?
Most of the time, I want to see first, is it my mistake or your mistake? I apologize if sometimes I'll have to take the costs. I have to reprint it for the person because somebody comes and they misspell the name. I can't tell that because it's your name.
Yeah.
You see, and it's quite challenging. Some customers are not patient.
Yeah.
So I have to go the extra mile because they said the customer is always right.
Exactly. I hope I like that one that you understood.
I understand that. So if I had to lose money, do the job again for you, I will.
What if it's about 50,000 Ghana?
And we haven't got to that lost before.
Okay.
But usually it's not a big.
Okay.
Yes. But I believe if I lose one customer, he would make me lose like 100.
Yes.
So I really don't want to lose anybody. So the little money I would lose today, well, the same person will bring it back to me. So I make it up.
I like your philosophy.
Thank
I don't want
you.
to lose any customer.
No.
If I lose one customer, I'll lose about 100. And then that same customer will bring it to me, no matter how small it is. We are learning management skills from Madam Sharon Sharp and what?
Peters.
Hey, Abrofodi. Hey, so your husband, does he speak any of local dialects?
He does. He speaks just the Tree and the Ga. I don't want him to speak the Yahweh.
So that when you are gossiping,
yes,
it's always the case. Okay, so do you visit his hometown?
Kwewu. Every Easter.
Oh, Easter.
We go every Easter. And then now and then, he has a little place there. So we go for like every month or two. My children like it.
But what about the Volta region?
We've gone. I don't have anything there, but I've taken him to see where I come from.
Okay.
But we don't go as much as we go to Kwewu.
Hey, Nyolu Sese.
Smart people always be different. Smart people dare to be different.
Someone just whispered to me that you receive 5 calls at the same time. Ade, how many ears do you have?
Only 2.
So tell me, how do you do it?
Because of advertising sake, I have different phone numbers for each one so I can track it. And then I gave the phones to my employees and I realized they don't answer the calls. When I pick up the phone, I can see 10 missed calls, 12 missed calls. And that's a lot of business I'm losing.
Yeah.
So now I have all of them that I answer. So when I'm on one and the other rings, I send a text message. I'll call you back. So when I'm done on this one, then I call on this one.
Hey, Sharon, you are tough.
It's not easy.
Sharon, you went to Ola. Tell me, what virtue did you pick from that school?
Discipline.
Discipline. You would say that is what is keeping you now?
Yes. Discipline. When we were in Ola, it was by the nuns were the headmistress, and then the teachers were the nuns.
And you know, those as if when you go to the Form 5, you know the seniors are there,
yes.
lower 6 and
Yes.
upper. So you are disciplined.
Yes. If Ola didn't do anything for me, at least discipline.
Yeah.
It did.
Sharon, I hear you love trucks, big jumbo cars. Why? What is the secret?
It's my husband who does.
And you enjoy driving them?
I enjoyed. He hasn't bought me a car that I don't like. But he makes the choices.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a spender. Not at
Okay.
all. My husband is the big spender.
Okay. And since you work together, I'm sure you have a joint account.
Yes.
And if he's a big spender, it will affect you.
Most of the things he buys, it comes back to me.
Oh, so you enjoy it. You are
He
greedy.
spends on me. I find it difficult to spend. I
Why?
can't buy very expensive things. I don't know. I think so. But my husband is Kwewu, but he's the spender.
I'm surprised.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
It's so bad that when he buys me expensive gifts, he has to throw the receipt away. If not, I'll return it.
Sharon, do you have time at all to relax?
A little.
And do you have friends visiting you?
I have friends. I have a group of friends called Fabulous Ladies. We're all married. All of them have their businesses. We meet once a month just to have fun.
Oh, okay. But not like visiting friends?
No, I don't do visiting.
Okay.
Because I only have Sundays. I work on Saturdays, but on Saturdays I take the children to work with me. So I have only Sunday to be by myself.
But you still haven't told me how you relaxes.
I play computer games.
Computer games? That's mean.
I'm very addicted to computer games. I can play for hours without break.
Really? So that's how you relax?
That's how I relax. And I swim. I'm a very, very good swimmer.
Sharon, your motto or your slogan freaks me. American quality, Chinese price. How did you come up with that?
I'll give the credit to my husband. He came up with it. Because we lived in the US, we started working in the US, so we thought we're bringing that quality to Ghana. Everybody knows the best quality comes from the US, and the cheapest prices come from China.
Okay.
So
you're getting something good, but
very
you're paying
good,
very less.
little, yes.
Okay. Sharon, you know, on this show, we educate, we entertain, and we inspire people. What would you say to the young people who are willing to go into business in Ghana?
My advice to young people is that you don't start big.
Yes.
You start a little from somewhere. Most of the youth today think people who are successful woke up one day and they are successful.
Sharon, I love you.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, she's hitting it right on point.
Yeah, because people want to wake up and it's there.
Like a dream.
But
come true.
we didn't wake up and nothing like that. We started very, very little.
Yeah.
We started with a very small printer. I remember it's still in my office.
Really?
Yes. And because of the workload, my husband and myself had to sleep in the office because we had deadlines. That's how we could meet them, by sleeping there and working. Today that printer is there and we have 3-4 times that printer in the office. So my advice is that you start little, be focused, and then you grow from where you started.
Start little, be focused, and then expansion comes with time and determination. Thanks so much for watching Smart People. You know we always bring you the best. We educate you, we inspire you, and then we entertain you. It's not an interview where we are too stiff. We want to be free so you can enjoy us. See you again the same time next week. We love you. Mwah.
Smart people, dare to be different. Smart people, always be different. Smart people, smart people, smart people, always make a change. Smart people, dare to be different. Smart people.